Two planes, one tragic flight path. Both vanished in stormy weather. Now, wreckage has been found in KZN. Zuma back in court. This time, it's about the money. The state wants its 29 million rand back. And FIFA slammed over soaring 2026 World Cup ticket prices. Fans say it's killing the spirit of the game. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
A second missing aircraft has been found in the KwaZulu-Natal Midlands. The wreckage was discovered early this morning near Boston. The pilot, who was flying alone, didn't survive. Comes just hours after another plane was found in Nottingham with one fatality. Both aircraft took off from Secunda in Mpumalanga, heading to Margate on the south coast before vanishing in bad weather. Investigators have been on site gathering evidence for a preliminary report due within 30 days.
The second aircraft has been located. Unfortunately, the pilot suffered fatal injuries. The search and rescue team has now moved into the second phase of their operation.
Former President Jacob Zuma has been back in the High Court, this time over money, not politics. The presidency wants him to repay nearly 29 million rand in legal fees the state covered for his corruption defence. It follows a Supreme Court of Appeal ruling last year that found Zuma was never entitled to taxpayer funding for his personal case. The High Court must now decide how the money will be recovered and whether his assets or pension could be attached if he doesn't pay. DA Federal Chair Helen Zille says taxpayers deserve their refund. Suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu is standing by his call to shut down the Political Killings Task Team. Testifying before Parliament, Mchunu said task teams aren't meant to last forever, even with extra funding. He told evidence leader advocate Norman Arendse that his directive wasn't political interference, but a move to spread resources nationwide. He insists there's a difference between a short-term task team and a permanent police unit.
You may feel good about the National Political Killings Task Team. It has done work. It's fine. But you can't keep on relegating the majority of people in South Africa and focus on councillors and amakos. Not because they must die, but you are saying, what morality, what ethics?
For the next 2 days, Witness X will testify in camera under tight security. The decision follows a tense agreement between commission lawyers and media attorneys for News 24 and Daily Maverick, who had vowed to fight any secrecy. Chief Evidence Leader Advocate Matthew Chaskelson says Witness X's evidence involves live police investigations that can't be made public without jeopardizing the cases.
When the police are at an advanced stage of investigations, one can't ventilate the content of those investigations publicly without running a risk of compromising those investigations. And that's the unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in at the moment. There will not be any in-camera witnesses called without at least 72 hours notice to the public, so that if anyone wants to object, they can do so.
Cabinet has urged foreign nationals to be respectful and well-mannered guests after ARV medication was found in the wreckage of a deadly Limpopo bus crash. The bus travelling from the Eastern Cape to Zimbabwe veered off the N1 and killed 42 people. Authorities are investigating the apparent smuggling of essential medication found among the debris.
Cabinet calls on all foreign nationals to be well-mannered guests in South Africa and reminds everyone that it took a lot of effort to stop the recent unsavory treatment meted out against foreign nationals at local clinics. Unfortunately, the proof that confirms brazen theft of medicines from the government clinics do not assist efforts to restore conditions for foreign nationals to access public health care in South Africa.
Tension is rising on some campuses and in some communities in Cape Town, from students demanding fair fees to residents calling for basic services. At Seaport, students are mobilizing against proposed tuition hikes. They've given management 24 hours to respond to their demands after handing over a memorandum yesterday. They're rejecting proposals for higher tuition, residence costs, and a new 3,500 upfront payment. Residents of Empolweni and Etembeni and Khayelitsha denied torching a police nyala during last night's protest over electricity. Police say officers escaped after smoke filled the vehicle, but no one was hurt. Community leader Selby Kolosa says police damaged their own vehicle by driving over burning tires.
So we don't know why. I don't know why they stop on the burning tires, and they after that they arrest children and say they are the ones who burned the car, but it's them.
Another leader, Alex Madikane, says protests will continue until power is connected.
If the Western Cape government, they must come and help these people, give them electricity, give them everything that they want. It's all they want.
FIFA is accused of not playing the game over dynamic pricing for 2026 World Cup tickets. That's prices that rise as demand soars. Fans say it's killing the spirit of the game. Michael Brunskill from the Football Supporters Association say final tickets could hit just under 35,000 rand.
Is that really going to help the atmosphere? Is that really a global celebration of football? If it's just the richest people sat in a stadium politely clapping? Yeah. I don't think that's what the World Cup's about,
He says pricing fans out ruins the magic of a global tournament. Spanish police are investigating the disappearance of a Pablo Picasso painting that vanished while being transported from Madrid to Granada. The artwork, Still Life with Guitar, is worth around 600,000 euros. That's nearly 12 million rand, and was meant to go on display last week. Police have confirmed an investigation. Picasso's works have long been targets for thieves, with some fetching more than $140 million at auction. Cape Town's libraries are turning into study havens for matrics. Dedicated spaces, free stationery, and access to past papers are all part of the city's new matric support drive. With finals kicking off next week, learners can also tap into Smart Cape's online resources and study guides. The city says each library will tailor its setup to make sure every learner gets the space and quiet they need to pass. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for more tomorrow.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.